Hello guys, how are you today? I hope everybody is doing well and hanging there. So this is our third third week and assignment. I think number 4 or 3. I'm not sure. And this assignment is about. Well, what I'm gonna say this. I like to think that this assignment is one of the easiest assignment, but also the content is good because it introduces you to tools such as masking, uh, converting Illustrator. It teaches you how to convert Illustrator or Photoshop files into native After Effects files. So this is something. It's a very powerful tool, and also it teaches us about the structure, good structure in animation, the 1, 2, 3 structure, beginning, middle, and then end. And also we discussed overlapping animation. In other words, it just means that it's usually good to overlap, have a little overlap between animation. So you don't always need to wait that one scene is completely done before you move to another one. Sometimes overlapping scenes can create very fluid flow between across your scene and within your animation. So again, this is one of, in my opinion, one of the easiest one. But again, in terms of content, this one has a lot of good stuff that you can carry moving forward in this class. So let's start. Let's take a look at what you guys have. And we are going to start with Sneha. I hope again that I am pronouncing the name correctly. Sneha. Okay, let's play what we have. Nice. Okay, so let's look at what we have here. Okay, the beginning we have the background animation, good, and then we have both cups, and we have that kiss. Okay, so here I have that one, and then this one comes as a 2. So this part of your animation, I will consider that as a 3. Right now you have it. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good point where the animation is starting. But I think it will look probably better because right now this band animation is happening when we have this action, this kissing action. So this is where my focal point is, and we have some bright color. So I kind of, do not pay attention to this. So I think it will make more sense if, let's say, you have the cup, they come together, they kiss, and then this is almost like an overshoot where you have that rotation. What you can do is you can have a settle back. But what I mean by that is they can go back to a 0 rotation where they go back to the original position. So and as they move down, so let's say that you have that rotation, and then when they move back to 0, now you can have this animation that starts. So this is going to overlap that animation that goes back to the transit to the default position. So that's how I will structure the 1, 2, 3. So this will be the 1, and then the 2 will be the cups animation. And when they're about to settle down, now you can bring this one up, and let's see how you have. Nice. Okay, and even here, I think you can, because this is too blank. So I will start the inner animation maybe somewhere around here, because right now it's just blank. And in motion graphic, it's always to have some sort of movement. So here I will start having that inner animation, and it looks nice. You did a good job with the mask here. And yeah, so this is what I have to say about this. The beginning looks good, and I just want to see this goes back to the default position, and then kind of delay a little bit the animation on this band, so it start a little bit late when these guys are going back to the neutral position. Other than that, this is looking good and nice work. Next, we're gonna look at Eric. Always feels weird when I have to call my own name. Okay, let's see what you have, Eric. Okay, good. So let's look at the structure here. So we have the background animation, and so I will bring this one, the lamp, a little bit earlier. So what is going to happen if you bring maybe about here, as the eyes is going down with the band, it's going to look like these stripes are pulling the lamp down, because you have them, and you know it's aligned to this center line. So when we are looking at this animation, this is where the eyes are locked in at the center, and then we follow that down, and this is completed. Then you have this one. So I think it will look better if you maybe bring that, if you know your overlap start maybe around here. So as this one is about to be done, the eyes is going to jump from this area to where the lamp is going to show, and we're going to pull it down. And as even here, this is I will also bring, so let's say this is down, nice, we have that wiggle looking good. I think from here, maybe what I will do, and this is just me, I'm not saying that what you did is wrong, but what I will do here is, as the lamp is landing, I will start the ribbon and then have this nice animation that you have at the end, the light, and this is almost like a closing, like you know, you signing off. And let's look at the ribbon animation, the banner. So even here, let's see. So I will want the text. It will be nice if the text is completed, because right now we have this first animation completed. So it will be nice to have all the text readable here. So lamps should be completed around here, because what is happening here is we're looking at it, we're still trying to read, and then this one is already starting. So as this part is completed, so about here, you know, it will make more sense to have the first word, something here, to have the I, and I'm sorry, and this is okay, yeah, so this can work. So just play with the timing on the text and banner animation, and yeah, I think it will look better. And if you can, this one just for you know, aesthetic, you know, point of view, if you can add a rotation to this so it's aligned in terms of orientation, so it can be parallel to the angle of the banner here. You see how you have everything aligned parallel to the banner. So if you can do the same thing here, just to stay consistent maybe with the look. I mean, this you can live as is, but you know, in this case, maybe just move this up a little bit. It's too close to the edge. So in review, what I think you need to address here, like I said, this is maybe adjust the timing on this animation, and here bring the banner maybe a little bit earlier, because the lamps settle and then we have too much time. So this animation of the switch being pulled, I'll move that in the at the end. So what is going to happen is when the lamp lands, we have the banner animation, and then when everything is done, then you can have that click. And I think this is going to be more, you know, more powerful. It's going to be a bigger statement than because right now this animation is getting lost in it's nice, but it's just getting lost because it's happening. But you know, this is more prominent on screen, so we barely pay attention to this. But if you put it at the end, it will make more sense that after this one is done, we have, I'm gonna call this like some sort of accent animation. So we have this accent where we have this nice subtle animation, and we have the change in color here. And just think about, some video, even commercial, if it's a logo, at the end of the logo you have that accent where you have maybe like a shine, just something that comes at the end after. So that's what I will do in this case. But other than that, this is looking good. I love the color, good contrast. Nice work, Eric. And now we're gonna look at, who's next? Now we're gonna look at Lisette. All right, let's play again. Great. So, beginning, we have this animation, and I like the overlap, but this is, I will slow this down. It looks almost like it's just appearing. So the animation is not being built. It comes in way too fast. I like the bounce. I will just slow this down, and let's see. Yeah, the banner animation looks good. I love it. I like the text animation. And again, so this is what I was talking about in the previous assignment. You see how we have the word spell, as the banner, this part of the banner is done. Yeah, this is good. Let's look here. Perfect. We have this aligned and parallel to the banner. Very good job. It's almost like you heard me. And same thing with the word love. Very good. Looks nice. So this is, not almost, but this is what I was referring to in my in the note, in what I said in the previous video. And you really did what I was talking about, because just look at the end, we have that animation on the string being pulled, and the light comes on. So let's see how it plays. Yeah, but in this case, what I will do is I will not overlap these two animation, because we have one animation here, we have one here, and we have this. So probably because this one is, they're all moving together, and it's hard to follow and see what is going on. So maybe what I will do, and again, I'm talking just, me. What I will do here is I will pull the chin down, have the light comes in, and I will start this graphic here with maybe like a darker color, maybe the same color as the lamp, but maybe just darker. And then after this light comes on, bring this one at the end. Or maybe you can just have a scale animation, but just bring this one maybe at the end. And again, in this assignment, there's not really some strict instruction, so you have this design to play around and just have fun, but create something that it's nice to look at and make sense. So overall, you did a good job, and so the main thing is just to slow this down and just see how you can organize those three animations here at the end. They're just happening all at the same times. Nice work, Lisette. Very good job. Now we're gonna look at Silvio Fuentes. Okay, let's see what you have, Silvio. Great. All right, so let's see again. Okay, the beginning, let's take a look at the beginning. We have the nice. So this work, I'm okay with this, but I think if you pull from this side, you have a pretty good eye stress, bringing the lamp from the left to the right, because that is the direction in which the lines are moving, from left to right. So if you can, if you pull this from this side, I think it will make more sense. And let's take a look. And here your rotation is, you went a little bit too much. So I will just, it doesn't look very clean here. So maybe if you try not to go too much with the rotation there. And we have a nice shake there. And something that I mentioned in 2 assignments ago, I will move this animation, the light at the end, and let's take a look at the banner. The banner looks good. It will look better, I think, if it's split in a section, but this is also working. What I will do just to improve this will be to just slow it down just a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I will slow that down a little bit. And also, just be careful. You see how these two are coming at the same times? I will break this down and, just offset a little bit. So this last part start when this one is done. And another thing that I'm noticing here is, this color that you have here is almost, if not the same color as the background. Therefore, it is looking like there's a hole in your lamp because, the color is the same. So I will go with a different color here, something with more contrast. So we don't have this feeling of the vase having like a hole here, kind of see through. And again, like I said, I will move the chin and the light on animation at the end. And it looks like it's also going too fast. Let's see. Yeah, it's barely noticeable because when you have this chain moving, it's too much going on there. You have the vase is still, just settle. The chain goes down. You have that light that comes on at the end. You also have the banner. So yeah, everything is just moving at the same times. And that's why I say this is a good assignment, because it teaches you about structure. Think about, I like to translate animation in terms of, it's almost like, writing. You want to have that good, you want to make your work easy to follow. So we know, so the viewer can, say that, okay, this is the beginning, this is happening at the beginning, this is the middle, this is happening at the middle, and this is the end, this is happening at the end. And then, like I said, you can, at the end, if you want, you can add that accent. But right now is, when you have everything happening at the same time, it can create some confusion, and all the good work that you put into it can go unnoticed. So I will work again on the structure, on how everything is happening, and make sure that I have that 1, 2, 3 structure. Good work, Silvio. Nice work. So this is it for today. You guys just keep working, and I'll see you guys on the next assignment. Bye-bye.